League Gunner, you're in the gutter. The preview of Arsenal vs Manchester United, lunchtime kickoff, 12:30, a fixture that everybody around the globe looks forward to in the footballing calendar. Before we go balls deep into the preview, the announcement has been made officially of Ten Hag. He's got a contract until 2025 with an option of a further year. Let's hope it doesn't derail his chance to win the league, as it did when he conveniently lost the cup final, which top Reds don't want to mention. You're happy, aren't you, to brush it under the carpet so people don't have a one-track mind, mention it morning, noon and night, and trying to go with it so that everybody talks about it, you know? Now, I would rather him than Pochettino, absolutely. You know, it's the lesser of two evils between the devil and the deep blue sea. So that has to be taken into consideration. Having said all that, has he got the personality? Has he got the charisma? Can he mix it with the elite? Can he outwit Conte, Klopp, Guardiola? Can he do that? I don't know. It remains to be seen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. We're all going into this with an open mind. And he's got his work cut out, absolutely. He's got to deliver. I'm going to make no bones about this. I will be on him like a ton of bricks. I will turn on the guy if he doesn't do what I expect him to do. Get rid of the deadwood. Don't play the fanboys' favourites. And be your own man. I don't know how much money he'll be on, but hopefully it's not like, you know, when Ole Gunnar Knobhead was on more money than Klopp. Remember what Torres used to say back in the day, you know? Look what Klopp did in his first 3 years. Look what he inherited. They say the same about Ole. I'll tell you what, they'll say the same about Ten Hag. But I'm telling you now, it won't work with me. And if it goes tits up, I know, anyway, who I'm going to point the fingers at. Because this is a bold decision. It really is. He's not a manager of the Premier League. You know, it could go either way. It could be like Gus Hiddink, you know, when he won the FA Cup with Chelsea. Or it could be like De Boer. You know, and if he plays Donny van der Beek, he will not last the season. You can take it all the way to the bank, right here, right now. You can't get blood out of a stone, as Ronan Atkinson once tried in an advert all those years ago. You can't teach a no dog new tricks. You know, Ten Hag's got to not be a people pleaser. That's not your task. Your task is to get us back to our glory days, if you can manage that. You know? And I'm going to enkindle what he's got to do at Man United to what happened in Coronation Street back in 83-84. They lost a shed load of characters who were there from day one and were household names. You know, they left because of someone revealed their old age, ill health and sackings. And it took Coronation a couple of years to rebuild, intellect loads of characters, and then they became household names. Yeah, they had characters who were there. They had, you know, Alf Roberts, you know, they had Rita Littlewood, they had Emily Bishop, etc, etc, etc. You know? So that's what Ten Hag has got to do. So, taking over Man United is opposing chalice, but we'll see if he can, you know, mix it with the best. But I'm going to, open mind for me, you know, but I'm sure he's proud of his punch to get the job, and I'm sure, you know, Pochettino will be crying right now, wherever he is. So yeah, there you go. Now, we face Arsenal, and the team I'm going to pick. I'm going to play Dean Henderson. I think De Gea's time at Man United is nil and void. We need to get rid of him. We're not going to win a league title with him as our goalkeeper. You have to let go. You can't cling on to the past by your fingertips. He's not worthy of being associated as a Man United goalkeeper anymore. His time has been and gone. You can't tell me that we're going to be successful with David De Gea. We conceded over 40 goals this season. I'm not having this nonsense. People trying to paint the picture that De Gea has been our saviour. You must have been in a coma for the last 8-9 years. Because De Gea's been doing this, not just this season, but Van Gaal's first season, making save after save after save. It's nothing new, it's nothing unique, it's happened before. It's already copycat. Like with the Manny situation, where Top Red's giving him an endorsement. You know. So I'm going to play Henderson. Right back Delo, left back Telles. Bailly's got to come into the team, surely. You know, give him a chance. You know, take a chance on him. Oh, take a chance on me, as Abba once said. But that's neither here or there. McTominay was on the bench. And you know what? It reminded me. If you remember, Fellaini was not at the full capacity to play. And he come on against Chelsea, where we lost 1-0 via Morata, who Mourinho wanted, by the way. He didn't want Lukaku, he wanted Morata. And Fellaini come on, he had a shot on target, and he was praised by Mourinho coming back into the fold when we desperately needed it. You know, a bit like when, you know, in Power Rangers, the Doomsday episode, where Megazord is about, 50% available. And then it has his, you know, arm chopped off. The Dragon Sword as well has his tail chopped off, you know, and they have to wait even more time to get it back to full health. But Fellaini got criticised, but at least he doesn't bottle it. At least he didn't do what Paul Pogba did and walk off the pitch, and he wasn't injured. You can't come to me and say he was, because I'll call you a liar. Matic and McTominay. Up front, Ronaldo's back. He's had his personal problems, which are well documented. Sancho, Elanga, and Rashford. I'm going to drop Bruno. Do you know what? It's funny, isn't it, doing a Nigel Farage there? How top Reds, who rimmed and adored Bruno Fernandes, are now turning on the guy. I mean, they were mocking him and his car crash. There's a line, and then there's a line you do not cross. And I think top Reds crossed the line. I don't think it's funny to joke about a car crash. You wouldn't like it if one of your family members, God forbid, suffered a car crash and people were mocking you. I don't think it's funny. I'm not going to mock the inflicted. I'm not going to mock people who have crashes, because there's loads of people who die when they have a car crash. And it's lucky for Bruno Fernandes he came out unscathed. So if you're making jokes about it, you're sick in the head as far as I'm concerned. Leave the jokes to the actual comedians, because you're not funny. It's tragic. It really is. Jimmy Carr, you are not. Bernard Manning, you are not. So that's the team I'm going to pick. With regards to Arsenal, I have a lot of respect for Arteta. He did what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should have done. Put his foot down and made Paul Pogba rot in the reserves and got rid of him, because Arteta got rid of the toxic individuals, the troublemakers in the squad, Mesut Ozil and Aubameyang, and they're doing a hell of a lot better. You know, they lowered the age range. I think they've got, you know, the youngest squad in the Premier League. You know, so Arteta's done a sterling job. He won more trophies than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did, because Arteta inherited the team that Unai Emery did. Ole inherited the team that Mourinho had, and he didn't win anything. You know, and Arteta always had the Indian sign over Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole could never ever beat him, and Arteta knew how to, even though Ole was a manager for 10 years and Arteta only for a couple of years. And people need to realise, you know, this is only his, second full season. You've got to give the guy time. I think Smith Rowe is the second top goal scorer, is the first top goal scorer. And the praise I can pile on Smith Rowe and Xhaka, it reminds me, and this may get laughed at, but I'll say it anyway, of Ronaldo and Rooney in their pomp in the 06-07 season. They came alive, they had telepathic understanding, they got goals aplenty, we won 3 league titles in a row, and we won a European Cup. And that is the, you know, high praise for those two players. And I think Arsenal are going places. They beat Chelsea, where I watched the game, it was a thrilling game, they won 4-2. So they'll be going at the road to confidence. They're level with Spurs, so they want to put in a performance. They want to go above them before Spurs play Brentford. We, however, haven't got a cat and house chance of winning, getting the top 4, you know. And I hope we don't, you know, some top Reds saying, oh, I hope we get European football. If top Reds say we should get European football, I hope we don't. There you go. So I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw. I think both teams will cancel each other out. It'll be even Stevens. That'll be good for them, but it most certainly won't be good for us. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you after the game on Saturday.